I just look absolutely dashing, don't I? Good morning. If you hear a lot of outside noise, it's because I have my windows open to like keep my room flushing out all the stuffy air. So, I tested positive for COVID 6 days ago, but today's my 5th day in full-on quarantine. And it's been a freaking journey. Started filming it, and then I stopped because I just felt so sick. I was like really rough the first 3 days. I had pretty much every symptom. A massive headache, chills, fever, fatigue, muscle ache, stomach aches, nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, literally everything. Shortness of breath is still kind of a problem here. I can like feel some pain on my left side too. Otherwise, I've started to have like some congestion problems, and I recently lost my taste and smell. So it's been a freaking party here, to say the least. But in all seriousness, I'm grateful that my body is fighting back and that I have the ability to fight back. But damn, I don't think I've ever gotten this sick in my entire life. Like, ever. I was so miserable the first 3 days and felt so sick that I could not get up and move around, and now I'm like walking around my room, but I can't even do a gentle yoga class. Like, I tried to do a super easy one yesterday and it was rough. And meditating is really hard too because it's all about breath work. So now I just practice a lot of deep breathing exercises. I'm just grateful to be alive. Wanted to just kind of capture my experience, hoping that it might be able to help someone else who catches COVID and doesn't really know how to take care of it. For starters, I am someone who tries to be as natural as possible when it comes to like the medicine that I'm taking, and I don't really like medicine at all, to be honest. I try to avoid it at all costs. So some natural things that I'm doing to try to kind of boost my immunity and to keep myself strong are vitamins. I have elderberry here. This is elderberry syrup, which is like a combination of spices and herbs mixed with elderberry shots, baby. But it's super good for boosting immunity. And then in here I have a few different vitamins that I've been taking every day. This is zinc. This is vitamin D. And then vitamin C. I think we all kind of know the gist of like why vitamins are good and what each vitamin does. But I've been taking those, plus I take B12 because I'm vegan. When I was like really suffering with my headache and fever, I took some Tylenol, but I just have them here just in case, but I probably won't take them unless I feel like I really need to. I've been drinking a ton of electrolyte water, but I've also been drinking hot lemon water every single morning. The thing is, I can't taste it now, so it's like loaded with lemon. You know, like that acidic kind of burn it gives you? Like, I can still feel that, but there's no flavor with it, which really sucks. I will show you all of the different meals that I'm eating to keep myself healthy and alive and strong. So I will show you the different meals that I've been having, and even though I can't taste them, I know that they're making me stronger, and so that's really the most important part. So let's get into the rest of this video. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it probably won't look much better than where we're at right now. We're dealing with no energy. I have a little bit more energy right now. Don't know how. What I think is so weird is the fact that I can't taste a cucumber, because cucumbers are like really strong. This is the worst part. Come on. So this just tastes acidic-y, like oranges and pineapple. I don't know what's going on. It's another day, another day of being in my room and eating vitamins. I feel like this video is gonna be so boring because I don't do anything. I like sit and watch movies and then I eat food. It is day 7. I feel a lot better, a lot more awake and alive. I wouldn't say like everything's completely gone, but I'd say it's definitely just so much better. So I have my oatmeal per usual, as I've been eating pretty much the same thing every single day. I can't necessarily taste flavors, but I can taste like the sweetness, if that makes sense. Like I can taste the sweetness of the banana, like very subtle, but I feel like I can subtly taste it. Maybe it's in my head, I don't know. I am officially COVID-free and I'm out of quarantine. I didn't film the rest of my quarantine because it was so mundane and boring. I wasn't doing anything different than I had done before. I was eating the exact same things, doing the same activities every single day. So I kind of felt like that would be a waste of your time. I was too sick, obviously, like I said before, to film the first half of it. So I hope this was insightful though for anyone who maybe catches COVID, because it can be really scary, and I was really surprised. I was surprised because I thought that if I got COVID, I wouldn't know, and that I would be someone who's asymptomatic because I take care of my body, and I didn't think I would have been like affected by it so much. But I was really sick those first few days, and that just goes to show like you don't know how it's gonna affect you, and you don't know how your body's gonna react, and so it's super important to still take all the precautions, to wear a mask, to wash your hands, and just follow the guidelines of the CDC. I am not a doctor, obviously. I don't really know anything when it comes to having to do with COVID other than my own experience. And when I first got the virus, I didn't know like what to do, and there's actually quite a few things that you can do to make sure that you are staying healthy and safe besides just locking yourself in your room. So I want to share really quick some tips that helped me when I was in the heart of it and when it was really hard to like function basically. So number 1 is breathing exercises. There's a deep breathing exercise that I'll teach you really quick. You do an inhale, hold it for 5 seconds, exhale it all out. You do that 5 times, and then on the 6th round of that, you do an inhale, hold it, and then as you exhale, instead of just exhaling it all naturally, you do like a cough to get it all out. And then you want to do that for 2 rounds, and after the second round of that, lay on your stomach with a pillow in like your upper chest slash face area, and just do some deep breathing for 10 minutes. You can watch something in front of you, and I did that 2 times a day. I really focused on that exercise, and that really helped bring more oxygen into my lungs. And this is not a breathing exercise that I've created. This is something that I did research on and found online, and doctors are recommending it. So that's why I'm sharing it with you now, because I didn't know until I actually went and did the research. Tip number 2 is to lay on your stomach or side. So when you're sleeping, don't lay on your back. Try to sleep on your side or your stomach. Same thing when you're watching TV or reading or whatever you're doing. Try to stay on your stomach and side as much as possible, because your lungs are mostly in your back body. So when you're laying on your back, you're actually compressing your lungs, and that can allow fluids or toxins or whatever to get into your lungs and make it a lot harder for you to breathe, especially if you're in quarantine. Like most of the time you're watching movies and stuff for long hours on end, and so it's really important, if you are doing that, to be on your stomach as much as possible or your side, and then get up in like 2-hour intervals and go for like a 15-minute walk around your room. Another thing that can kind of help open up your lungs is to have your arms above your head. Even though I was so weak, it still helps kind of get my body moving, and it still helps my breathing. And so that's something that is also recommended by doctors, and I highly recommend for anyone who's having trouble breathing, like doing stuff like this where you can just open up your lungs. And then my next tip, kind of what I already shared in this video, is just to really fill up on vitamins and on a lot of water and on foods and things that are going to nourish you. So eating as much plants and as many whole foods as possible is going to be optimal for boosting your immune system. And for my final tip, something that I found really helpful was taking hot showers. It helped to open up my breathing, and it helped to just make me feel a trillion times better, to be honest. That is all that I have for you all today. I know that this was a kind of unexpected video. I was not planning on filming this video, but I thought that it could be helpful, and it's pretty much what my life has been the past 2 weeks, so I thought I might as well share it, because I share pretty much everything on this channel. Before I say goodbye, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, especially if you're someone who has had COVID. If there have been tips that have helped you, definitely leave that down below so that other people who see this video can see that as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. I have gained some new subscribers this past week, and I just wanted to say hello and thank you all for joining this little tribe on YouTube. I absolutely love making videos, and I hope that you enjoy watching them. I upload every single Wednesday, so I will catch you next Wednesday for another video. Always remember that the earth is your playground. Much love and peace and healing vibes to everyone. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.